Okay, so I've plugged it in. We have a monitor, keyboard, and let's see if it turns on. Okay, I bought a used PC online. There's a simple reason why I bought this PC. Way back in 2000, I had this same PC case. It's an old case, not those new style PC case that you have space for routing cables at the back, and the power supply is at the top, like the old style. So at the top here is the power supply, and below that is the motherboard. Unlike the new style cases where the power supply is now mounted on the floor of the case. So we're gonna unwrap it and see what it looks like. I already know what it looks like. This is an Exodus case. I think it was first released in 2000, the year 2000. Y2K compliant, baby. Okay, now let's unwrap it. Now the Exodus case came in black and white variants. My original case had a golden button. This one has a blue one. I remember a college friend had a white one that had a blue button. But anyway, let's see if we can open this thing up. Let's see what's inside. I think it still has its original motherboard and power supply. That looks to be right for the time. It was what in PC Express back in 2003. 2003, baby. So this is a motherboard that requires a GPU. I'd be surprised if the motherboard is ASUS and the video card is a GeForce 464. That would be nice. Anyways, the case has seen better days. We might need to take it apart, clean it up. Okay, so the plan for this one, I will plan to modify it. I will shorten the case, because this part will be the drive base. We don't need that anymore for modern PCs. We just need a place to mount the power supply and the motherboard, and we will use onboard NVMe for storage. Probably put something here on top for USB and other ports. Maybe salvage a daughter board for USB and audio, mount it here on top. Cut a hole or something like that, or maybe mount it here at the front. As you can see, it has drive base. We will keep that. It has a floppy drive bay. We will keep that too. We will keep the front mostly unmodified. Maybe drill a few holes in the front for a fan, or maybe on the sides here for an intake fan, or maybe just mount an intake fan right here. So we will open up the case and see what's inside. I think this has been opened before because it has new screws here. It's filthy though. Okay, so maybe we'll wipe down the outside of the case first, and then open it up and see what ghosts we see inside. Okay, so here it is. So we're gonna open the case, see what's inside. Oh, oh wow, it's really dirty. Check it out, it has a hard drive. So what do we have here? We have an ECS motherboard. It's a Pentium 4 board. If I read that correctly, it's P4S5A. It has some cards installed on it. It has a LAN card, a modem card, and we do have a video card. It's from Inno3D. So our power supply, generic white box power supply, I think. They even had the balls to put Pentium on the power supply. There's our floppy drive. We have an old hard drive and our optical drive, which are all IDE. Okay. We only have one stick of memory installed. Yep. Only one stick of memory. That's probably DDR. Yep. Alright, so we'll remove the guts and we'll show it to you in a bit. Alright, so here's our here's the back side of the motherboard tray. A nice feature of the Exodus case is the removable motherboard tray. I did mention earlier that I plan to cut it and make it smaller, and I think because of the motherboard tray, can't do that anymore. The only mod I could probably do with this thing is remove the drive base, and that's it. No space for cable management at the back whatsoever, so we'll probably route the cables here at the front going down and then to the motherboard. That's it, I guess. So we'll clean this up. As you can see, it's really filthy. Or maybe once I clean it up, put it back together and see if it still works. That would be nice. If this thing still works, then that means we could play vintage games. Maybe. Alright, so on to the cleaning part. We'll be back after this thing is cleaned.